Wow, a huge day of wins for people that actually care about their kids. If you hadn't seen my first couple of videos today, I talked about a new law that passed that will make it illegal for anyone under 18 to be joining TikTok or other social media without parents getting involved. That's in Utah now, but spreading rapidly. That's a huge win. And of course, now this Parents' Bill of Rights Act getting passed by House Republicans, another massive win. So let's actually look at the fact sheet of what got passed and why people like AOC are having complete meltdowns about it. And by the way, I know I'm going kind of hard today promoting it, but I just want to let people know I'm kind of putting all of my communication together. Getting rid of the Telegram and all the other weird areas where, I talk to people and centralizing it on my Gilded server, which is, I'm showing right now. It's just like Discord. It's totally free. You can use it on your phone or on your desktop. This way I can actually talk to you guys and gals as opposed to spreading myself so thin between platforms. I'm going to leave a link to that. And also my big push today to get 1,000 new customers to try out Coffee Brand Coffee. I'm offering 17% off. That's the biggest discount I've ever offered. It's basically giving it away at cost so that I can get some people to try our coffee, tea, or cocoa. It's available in whole bean or ground. All I ask is that maybe today be the day you give us a try. And or if you don't like coffee, tea, or cocoa, maybe you could tell someone else and share the promo code with them. It's going to be good for the weekend. You can pick up your K-Cups. You can stock up. If there's a product you've been wanting to try, you can do that now at a nice discount. So I hope that you'll try Coffee Brand Coffee, really trying to earn a new batch of customers this weekend. So here's the fact sheet. So first of all, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez initially called this fascism. AOC, we would like to know why you call this completely reasonable bill fascism. Parents have the right to know what their children are being taught in schools. You do not speak for the community in saying this hurts us. Indoctrinating children with LGBTQ material is what actually does cause the harm. So we have the actual fact sheet here, but let's go to the article. House approves Parents' Bill of Rights after AOC calls it fascist and Schumer calls it Orwellian to the core, as it makes it easier for parents to ban books and out LGBTQ students. Well, I'm sure teachers are really mad. They're used to doing that. They're used to that being their little secret with the students, right? The Republican-led House voted to pass the Parents' Bill of Rights on Friday with 0 Democrat votes. Not a single Democrat cares about your kids, by the way. With Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez calling it fascist, the controversial bill, which gives parents a stronger role in what is taught in public schools, is not expected to be taken up by the Democratic majority Senate. Critics denounced the legislation, saying that it has led to book bans, restrictions aimed at trans students, and unhinged board meetings nationwide. Wow, parents getting involved finally. They don't like that. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy said that Republicans were keeping our promise to the commitment to America that parents will have their say in their kids' education. The bill passed 213 to 208, with 5 Republicans, primarily members of the House Freedom Caucus. Primarily members of the Freedom Caucus, Representative Rosdale, those must have been the people that abstained. It would require schools to publish course studies and a list of books kept in libraries, and affirm parents' abilities to meet with educators, speak at school board meetings, and examine school budgets. This all seems totally reasonable, right? Leave a like if you agree. Totally reasonable things to ask, right? Biggs told DailyMail.com that he voted no on the bill because it violates the principles of federalism, and the federal government is already too involved in education issues. McCarthy slammed the Democrats as an extreme minority party for voting against the education bill. Now you have a say in what's in your kids' education, he told reporters after the vote. You get to know what their reading materials are. But Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez called it a fascist bill that would target LGBT youth and censor racial content. What? By the way, here's like the wild position, and maybe this just means more and more that I'm just like a libertarian guy now. As I've really been fleshing out my political leanings these days, it seems like more and more libertarian, but it's like you can read your kids whatever books you want at home. You want to buy your kids every rainbow verse, every rainbow in the MCU verse book you want. Literally nobody's stopping you. This is just saying, hey, these are in public schools. This is what our public tax dollars are going for. Maybe people should be able to take a look at that. I don't think that that's a bad thing. People always act like parents can't then go ahead and educate their students with their kids with whatever content they want. They certainly can. When we talk about progressive values, I can say that, well, my progressive value is in the freedom over fascism. She said on the House floor, the New York Democrat told Republicans to keep culture wars out of the classroom. Well, we didn't put it there, right? The teachers have been. All they have to do is open up TikTok and I can find 6 teachers talking about having their BLM flags in their student room or their rainbow flags or Republicans didn't do that. Parents want schools focused on reading, writing, and math, not woke politics, Mary Miller of Illinois said during an earlier debate. Advocates for LGBTQ people said the proposal threatens LGBTQ students by potentially forcing them to come out to their families, which can sometimes lead to bad behavior. Okay, so their argument is here, teachers can't secretly give students books about, LGBTQ stuff or bedroom stuff like they have been. They'll be forced to tell their actual parental units that they are, and this is a bad thing. This is when people say that these groups, these politicians want your kids to be raised by the system. It certainly seems like it, doesn't it? Like, it absolutely seems like that. I don't know any other way to put it. It's a pattern. It goes on to say it's a pattern. We're seeing where the right wing of the Republican Party is really trying to marginalize LGBTQ. Again, you can put these books out on your kitchen table, on your coffee tables at home. That's 100% fine, right? Isn't that total? Isn't that what everyone? I'm not saying that you can't have whatever sweet dude on dude action graphic novels that you want out for your kids to read at home. That's your choice. You're their parent. Now, maybe CPS might have something to say about that, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you want to teach them this kind of stuff at home, that's fine. But when they're in school, they should be learning reading, writing, and arithmetic. It's really not that complicated. It would require parental consent before changing a minor's gender markers, fine. Pronouns, fine. Or preferred name on any school forum, also totally fine. Why are the teachers, again, where they're always trying to put themselves in between the student and the parent? Your teacher's your friend. I'm going to be cool and hip. Here's my personal cell phone number. Text me if you have any issues with your parents. That kind of stuff. That's all fine. Instead of saying, hey, maybe you should talk to your parents about this. There's so many of these teachers that literally get off on this, superseding the parents. It would amend Elementary School Education Act of 1965 to require schools to provide a list of books available in their children's library to post curriculum publicly. Again, if you're not trying to hide anything, what are you worried about? And again, when you're talking about public funding, tax dollars, there's literally no reason to fight this. You look like a weirdo if you have any problem with this. It requires parental consent before medical exams at school. Also fine. Including mental health or substance disorder screenings. Also fine. The schools are not equipped to handle these things anyway in most cases. And why wouldn't the parents be involved? If there's some, your kid's hooked on whatever, smack, or whatever it is, why would the school be not involving the parents? Parental rights have launched the forefront of conservative politics since the coup shutdowns. It was central to the Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin's successful campaign against Terry McAuliffe in 2021. We'll fight against this legislation. We'll fight against the banning of books, fight against bullying children from any community. Again, I don't even really understand how any normal person would have a problem with this. In terms of banning books, nobody's, I don't support banning books. You should have whatever books you want available in, out there. Kids can go read whatever they want. There's nothing stopping that. Especially if a parent wants to be in particular extremely progressive and wants to have all these books about this, that, or the other thing, this bill doesn't stop that. And if there are inappropriate books and we've seen this before where these librarians sneak these kind of books on bookshelves, they probably get off on that too. Haha, I got this in there. Oh, and then they point their little pet over there to go take out the book. I mean, this is how you prevent, grooming stuff, is you have transparency, and parents can say, like, look, there's going to be people that are going to nitpick these lists and whatever, but I think that in general, almost exclusively, more information is better than less information. And I don't understand why anyone would have a problem with this. This is a huge W for parents, a huge W for getting our kids better at things that matter, focusing on actual scholastic stuff that will help them in life. This is a huge win. I hope you enjoyed this video. By the way, link in the description. Hopefully, I'm going to really try to get 1,000 new customers today. I believe I'm at 98 right now. Link in the description to try out some of our coffee, whole bean or ground tea. We've got 15 different organic loose leaf teas, including 3 new detox teas. We've got cocoa, we've got K-cups, we got everything you can need. And if you don't like coffee, tea, or cocoa, maybe send the site with the promo code to a friend and say, hey, you like coffee? Try this out. I'll suggest our blueberry cobbler or hazelnut churro or our dark roast 004. It's all amazing. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.